Hello. Today I want to talk about the woman who is needing to be delivered from bad men like myself. I have been delivered from bad men 13 years. 13 years clean from choosing the wrong man for my life in front of my family. If this is for you, I suggest you get some tea and tune in. Today, I want to talk about the fact that I had some good men in my life, but I choose the bad men. Can anybody relate to that? Choosing the bad man when you've seen and you've known the traits of a good man. We're all human. It's common. Don't beat yourself up because just like me, you too can change. Change can happen in your life. We don't have to keep repeating the cycle. I got to the point where I said to myself, Regina, what is going on? I had to look myself in the mirror and fix me. But today I want to tell you something about the good man because I'm so sick of hearing the things about the bad man. There are good men in the world. And let me tell you how I know. When I was dating a young man one time, um, he was so nice and he was almost, I would say, one of the bad boys, but he had good traits. And do you know, he told me, he said, I'm not going to use you, Regina. He said, you remind me of my mother, my grandmother, and my good aunties. He said, so for this reason, I will not date you or use you and abuse you. Now, mind you, this is someone who I really, really liked. Beautiful, beautiful person. I mean, the guy of my dreams, okay? And I appreciated him for that. Normally, a woman would say, get mad, oh, you don't want to date me, oh, you don't. No, I took that to my heart. I took that to my heart and I went with it. And I hugged him so. I hugged him. I gave him the best last hug ever a person can give someone. And anytime when I seen him in the street or out and about, he would wave and I would wave with grace. Because you know why? He respected me. And I knew that there were good men. I already knew that, but I knew it existing. I knew it was still existing in my lifetime, in my generation. Because this was a player, and he had respect for me in that way. Another instance was I was dating a man, and he taught me how to truly love myself. He was a bachelor, great man of honor. The town loved him. He always was praised for his good work. He was someone that you needed in your corner. A good man, a man of valor, a man of stature, a well-known man for good deeds. All of the children and mothers and fathers would praise him when they see him in the streets because he did good deeds for the community and he stood well before his people. He taught me a whole lot about loving myself, even about loving him. He let me know so much about a good man. Even though he wasn't what I would say ready to take the plunge, I knew that he cared about me because he showed me the good things that a woman needed to know about herself. Even he knew my weaknesses and he could have probably took advantage of me. But he chose to, instead of take advantage of me, he chose to teach me some things going forward, like conversations like, if I'm not here or not in your life, this is what you should do in a situation like this. Because he knew my father had already went to heaven. So he was looking out for me as well as a boyfriend and someone who cared, and God forbid, even in his absence. You understand what I'm saying? So there's men out here who will really care for you, and they won't just take your body and your time for granted. And I know it's a lot of women who are not used to good men. You're so used to men using you and abusing you and taking advantage of you. I'm here to say that every choice I made was mine. When I choose the bad men, it was my choice. It wasn't because I didn't know better. But I understand it's some women out here that may see this video. You don't know any better because you never seen a good man, because you've been abused from childhood. I'm here today to give you hope, a dream, a reality from my own experience that there are good men out here. There was another instance in my life where I was received as I thought God had given me an angel. And I still to this day believe that God will put people in your life at times when you need them the most. I remember when I was down financially, and God sent this person into my life to set me up to be better, because I was not only down, but I was just getting out of a very horrific situation of abuse that I didn't even see coming. And when I got to where I needed to breathe and take care of my children and just get my thoughts together, God sent me someone that came into my life and said, what is it that you need? That's why I believe in miracles to this day, because God has been performing miracles in my life so many times. And again, this is about hope and belief and knowing, having faith. This person came into my life and set me and my children up where I had no resources for myself. None. And I've never told these stories before, because I've always been delivered from things, and God always, took me out of the low places so quickly that I didn't even, think to even talk about it at the time, because when you're going through, you're just going through. So now that I can talk about these things, God will send you an angel. He will send miracles to rescue you out of your situation. So that's why when I hear stories of bad men going viral and this, that, and other, it bothers me, my soul, because why aren't women talking about the good men? There's good men in the world still. Even though I have been delivered from bad men, I still know that there are good men in the world. And I don't even, beat myself up for choosing the bad men, because guess what? I choose the bad men. But that didn't mean not one time that there wasn't good men in the world. And I just have to give it up for good men, because I have been really blessed by some amazing men in this world, and I will never forget them. And I'm giving hope to the younger generation and even the women my age who just need to know that help is on the way. But you have to line yourself up to receive help. Be a child of God, for one thing, because even when I messed up, God cleaned my mess up, because he knew, look at my daughter. She know not what she do. She's just, and then I'd have to go and ask God to forgive me. Forgive me, Father, of this thing that I have done to myself. And he will clean you up like the mortar and clay and put you back together again, my sisters and brothers. God will put you back together. He will clean you up. He will fix you up. He will place people in your life to bless you. And even in this story, because I want to finish this story up, the person that God sent to my life to bless me and set my family back up when I was at my lowest, He didn't even want to take advantage of me. He said, I was sent here to bless you. He said, I was sent here to bless you, to set you up. And I will not take advantage of you because you are a good person and you don't deserve what has happened to you. I was sent here to bless you. Come on, somebody. These are my testimonies. These are my true stories. This is my life, Regina Miller. Come back tomorrow for the next session because God is up to something. My name is Regina Miller, and I have been delivered 13 years from bad